From the book What If? How to Kill Worry and Anxiety Before They Kill You. This is Caleb Suko, the author, reading. The year I graduated from high school, I decided to move from under my parents' comfortable care in a nice suburban home to the jungles of South America for 6 months. For me, the thought of living with the natives in palm bark huts, sleeping in a hammock, and trekking through dense jungle sounded exciting. The fact that there could be man-eating snakes, wild natives, and strange jungle diseases made the whole thing sound even more adventurous to me. Although I looked forward to the adventure and wasn't really too worried about the possible risks, I never stopped to consider what my parents, especially my mom, might be thinking. After all, she was sending her barely 18-year-old son halfway around the world to a place where he could well be eaten by an alligator. It wasn't until I got back from my 6-month adventure that it even dawned on me that my mom could have been worried for my safety. Shortly after I came home, the local newspaper wanted to do a story on my trip to the jungle. I willingly gave them an interview and shared how I had gotten lost in the jungle one day, gone on a monkey hunt, and traveled by myself through half of South America. After I shared a bit of my story, the reporter turned to my mother and asked, "Didn't you worry that something might happen to your son?" My mother's response was simple. She said, "No, because I knew that God was in control." As simple as my mother's response was, it's not always so easy in practice. I'm sure she was tempted to worry, to wonder what I was up to, and what possible dangerous situation I might be in so far from her ability to help in any way. This was before the age of the internet, so I couldn't just get on Skype to let her know how things were going. There were weeks between communications. In situations like these, it can be difficult not to worry. When you love and care for someone, it's only natural to be concerned with their well-being. Although my mother was concerned with my well-being, she didn't let her concern get the best of her and turn into worry or anxiety. The reason she was able to avoid the worry was because she trusted in a God who was greater than she, a God who had the ability to keep me safe when she couldn't. There's no solid line that divides healthy concern from unhealthy worry. So how do we know when thoughts about the everyday stuff of life turn from constructive attention into futile worry? After all, we still need to think about the possibilities of the future. We need to make plans. We need to care for our safety and the safety of others. When done properly, these things are good to think about and create healthy patterns in our mind. As with any sin, worry is a perversion of something that was originally good. So how do you know when your planning has crossed the line into worry, or when your concern for safety has gone overboard and turned into an unhealthy fear?